All right, good morning and very happy new trading days, I guess. So yesterday I had seen a few questions from our group that asked me about the candlesticks. And for your information, we have different. What can I see? Different terms and different definitions, right? Different terms and different definitions compared that maybe you might have learned before, right? Maybe compared to something that you might have learned before. That's really important that we need to understand imperatively. We are now focusing on the my style of trading especially, and also we are focusing on the deeper understanding, and we're going to dive deeper, all right, into a different technique. But most importantly, that we need to focus on the capital growth as well, right? So we need to start on that. And anyway, and or anyhow, if you have any questions, so please jot down or just type on the live chat so I can see, and then I can explain in the session. So we have 30-minute sessions, and then hopefully we can have a fruitful sessions this morning in KL, Malaysia. All right. So Fabian, good morning. Haki, good morning. Gentar Alam, good morning. Right. So I have my chart here. All right. Okay. Good morning. Hello, anybody there? So we just start. If you have any question, or you just want me to do whatever I want. You have any specific particular press, or you need to discuss something, or you just want me to, brief you or share with you anything that I think is important. Good morning, Buyong. Buyong, how are you? Which pair you are focusing on, Buyong, this morning? Do you have any specific pairs? Okay, TRZ, okay. Okay, TSC1, okay, all right. Okay, should be okay. Right now, UJ, okay, all right. Okay, and then okay, good. All right, so maybe we can start with the basic foundations of the PB Master itself, right? So I'm gonna chart here. So we are focusing now trend reversal zone diagram concept, right? So we have a different diagram zone on the last week pairs is what pairs? Last week pairs is what pairs? I have no problem, because if you've seen that my pairs on this USD JPY, I already closed my positions, then I only have a new positions, right? New positions. So this is, I just started sell this morning, and then I waited for the daily area to sell positions, right? So this is my position. I already closed yesterday when the price dropped below the and against the Bollinger against the black line, and then I close, and then this is my new sell area, right? No problem, no problem. Just share with me. All right, before I'm going before I answer Febim question, I'm focusing on this TRZ diagram, right? First TRZ diagram. All right, I'm going to share with you today what is diagram, right? What is diagram? So what you understand by diagram? What you understand by diagram? Can you tell me? Yes, of course, I printed some entries. So what the pairs? What pairs? I still have the entries. So what pairs? I have a different I printed different entries. So what pairs? All right, so what is a diagram? What you understand what a diagram? All right. Fabin said you don't remember. So how? So how to understand if you don't remember? How to focus if you don't remember? That's really important. So what is diagram? What you understand about diagram? Right? Okay, no worries. I'm gonna get back to you with Fabim later. No worries. All right. Anybody there? We're going to focus on the TRZ diagram because someone just mentioned that we need to focus on diagram because diagram is related to the trend segment entry. So I need you to participate with me in the session because it's really important. This is not recorded version. This is a live version. So I guess that you need we have two-way conversations rather than one-way conversations, right? So if you understand a little bit and then you can just share me a little bit about what you understand roughly, then it will be nice for me that we can work together, right? So what is it? What a diagram? The graphic representation, I think is good. Sharing from Fabim. I think it's a graphic representations, all right? Representations of what? Maybe you can share with me what kind of representations. Come on, we need to focus on this one first. What is that? It's a graphic representation. Then, okay, it's a flow, right? It's a market flow. We can say it's market flows, right? It's market flows, all right? Scheme. Oh, you mean schematic? Maybe we can say it's schematic. All right, very good. Then guess. We need to learn these two ways. All right, both ways. We cannot just simply, you know, one person's and then talk about this. It's really important we have a tripartite, or we're gonna have a few friends here that gonna communicate with us, with me as well. The first one is graphic representations, market flows, and schematics, and then right. Do you have any idea more? Do I need one or two more? So the first one is graphic representations, market flows, schematics, and then where the other guys, the short shooters, Huyong. Okay, it's a movement price movements, all right? Price movements. No worries, I don't have any problem what your suggestions. I just need to jot down any suggestion that you have given. Simplified structures of process, all right? Simplified. All right, so that's good. That's good. I think I got a little bit point from you. That. I think this is wonderful. So we're gonna go for the next. This roughly that we gotten the idea. So we can see the diagram is graphic representations, it's market flow, schematics, price movement, simplified structures of process, and then I need another one, definitions, that maybe you can help me out here. What is the trend reversal zone? What do you understand from the words of trend reversal zone? What do you understand from this word? What is trend reversal zone? What do you understand from the trend reversal zone? Right? I'm going to answer your question after this. We need to go one by one from here, right? The image is blurry, so you need to configure your connections. Because what I can see, I have a clear view from here. I also have another computer that project from my, you know, from the YouTube itself, so should be okay. Then it depends on your lines, right? So how can you say continue uptrend or downtrend? Right, trend reversal zone. What you understand from trend reversal zone is continue uptrend or downtrend. All right, that's what you understand. Either continue uptrend or downtrend, or neither continue uptrend nor downtrend. What do you mean? Can you elaborate a little bit more, Haki? Okay, that's good, Fabian. I have one HD screen here. Okay, come on. We need faster. Trend reversal zone. What do you understand from this? Come on, faster. I need to give you some example. Where there are no more continuations, all right? Your definition based on Stosh, okay? Okay, I will jot down what you understand, right? I just jot down what you share with me. I say either is continue, either it continue uptrend or downtrend, and the second part that and the second part when there are no more continuations. Okay, when there are no more trend continuations. All right, I just get your idea. No worries, right? No worries. Good morning, guys. Okay, so trend reversal either is a continued uptrend or downtrend, whether it is one trend or continuation. So it should be okay as long as you give me some definitions. That's how really important that we need to focus on the both ways. That you give me some ideas and also give you some ideas that work. Think this together. Then it's a CS again. That's major trend. Terazek is that CS against that major trend. Ah, I see. Really? Okay. So we're going to jot down info here. So TRZ, right? TRZ also meaning candlesticks. Okay. We're going to talk about this later, so no problem. So candlestick against that major trend. This is your definition. Should be okay. All right, should be okay. Should be you understand. So practically, this is trend reversal zone. You need to understand that we are focusing on more based on the BB mastery itself, right? So we are focusing on the BB mastery itself. So for the BB mastery trend reversal zone, you need to understand from the basis of what the definition is. All right, what the definition? The definition is signals that show trend might end. Okay, might end it, but doesn't mean it's end there. All right, is this a signal that show trend might end it, but doesn't mean that it's then there? Okay, so by technical part, right? So by technical part, you need to understand by technical parts that in this case we are using with the BB mastery. So we are focusing on BB mastery on technical part that show that's moving average, right? Moving average outside cross outside a Bollinger Band, right? So this is really important to understand. Moving average cross outside Bollinger Bands, and then this is the basic of the definitions, right? The definitions is signal that show that's shown the trend might end it, but doesn't mean it's end there, right? It's shown trend might end it, but doesn't mean it's end there. All right. So technically, moving average cross outside the Bollinger Band. That's it. Right. That's it. Right. This is what you need to understand. And the third part that you need to understand is must be in a tilt Bollinger Band, right? Tilt Bollinger Band, either tilt upward or downward, should be okay. So you need to understand. I'm going to focus on the further on the discussion based on the trend reversal zone, right? So it's also definition also for the definitions also is also showcase or is shown that the price cycle, okay, shown market price cycles, right? Which mean that uptrend downtrend, and downtrend to uptrend, right? So it is another part of the trend reversal zone. But you need to remember, technicalities, it must be a tail Bollinger Band, because we have a 5 different trend reversal zone, right? We have 5 different zones. So this is the first one I'm going to introduce you. This is a called trend reversal diagram concept, right? We have a different GRZ concept. This is the very first one. So when we focus on the very first one, we need to understand what's the characteristic based on the first one. So the characteristic for the first one, that you need to understand that the tail Bollinger Bands and moving average cross outside Bollinger Band. There's a technical part, and the definitions you must remember in your head, all right, in your brain. That signal that shown the trend might ended, but doesn't mean it's end there. As shown the market price cycle, either it's upward to downwards, or downtrends, or downtrend to uptrend. All right, got this? Shall we continue? Shall we continue? Right? So in this case, all right, in this case, I'm going to give you some example. All right, I'm going to give you some example. Okay, based on this, right? So based on this, you need to understand you can use any time frame, should be okay. So based on this, right? Based on this, right? I'm going to scroll a little bit behind, right? This one, right? This is the what it says. So MA cross outside the Bollinger Band, right? So this first rule, this is a basic rule. We're going to do some validations after this, but the most important part that you need to start with the how to spot this with your eyes, very own eyes. That's really important for the understand, right? Tilt Bollinger Band, that means it's tilting. It's a slope, right? Tilt. So this is a MA cross out Bollinger Band or over. You know, say MA cross out the Bollinger Band, and then for the Bollinger Band is tilt, right? You can see this Bollinger Band is tilting. You understand about tilt? A slope. That is a tilt, right? Tilt Bollinger Band. Tilt upward or tilt downward. Okay. Got this? You can see. And I'm going to put this into our chart here. Okay. So this is the very first rules, right? The very first rule of the thing that we try to understand. Okay. Right, got this. High or low, high or low. So this is for uptrend, and the second part that for the downtrend is high. So this is called GRZ high, and the other part that you need to get used, that this is the one. This is the GRZ low. Okay, this is high. And then this TRZ low, right? So this is TRZ low, right? So this is TRZ low. You can see this is the same thing happened here as well. Outside, cross outside, and then the Bollinger Band is tilting, right? The Bollinger Band is tilt. See? Right, the moving average outside, Bollinger Band tilt, right? So this is the first one, and the second one that you need to understand, that tilt Bollinger Band, right? The tilt Bollinger, right? The tilt Bollinger Band. So basically this is called GRZ high. That means the price is from upside to downside. So this is called GRZ high. right? And the other one that we call TRZ low, right? TRZ. Okay, TRZ low. So this is the thing you need to understand. I put everything into your perspective, like your head, right? So put everything in perspective and put inside your head. Okay, got this. Okay, this is the first one. And the second part that okay, so this is the TRZ high, and that's right. Got this. Yes, it's inclined. Inclined or declined. Tilt mean inclined or declined. Is may inclined or may declined. So in this case is inclined, and this case is declined. So that's why I'm using the word tilt. Right? Incline, decline. Right? Slope up, slope down. Okay, Jabat, now where is Jabat? Right? So if you can see, if I'm zoom out this a little bit, this is the cycle, right? This is the whole cycle. Uptrend into downtrend, downtrend to uptrend. This is a cycle based on the basics, basic single time frame. Right? I'm going to share with you tomorrow for the next sessions based on TRZ high or low, and then what the next step. So today you need to understand just merely what the TRZ low, TRZ high. Okay. Before that, you need to understand that I'm going to start with another angle as well. I don't want you to get confused. So you need to understand what we are focusing in, right? Maybe I can put on these the trading strategies, right? Maybe I put a trading strategy, right? Trading strategies. I'm going to change later accordingly. So I can see this is maybe the trading strategies, right? So the trading strategy, you need to understand the first one that you have learned is called candlesticks trend trading. This is the very first one, right? Candlestick. And the second part that you are now in this called TRZ diagram trading. So we have a different view, right? We have a different view. So this one, candlestick trading, that this all can work independently, right? This all can work dependently, right? Candlestick trend trading, this is TRZ time trading. So the first one that we are, right now we are focusing on is based on this one, right? This one, diagram trading. Okay. Oopsie. Okay, this is trading. So it's a different style. It's not cross or related from each other, right? It's different. Okay. Different. Okay. Back here. Okay. So this is what you understand. This is what I understand. I don't want to get. I don't want to go any further. So we're gonna get to see tomorrow. We're gonna take it one step at a time because it's really important to swallow one spoon of food at a time compared to the whole meal and the plate. Right? It's gonna make you choke. Wow, I just realized that you're making an upgrade toward the ebook. Yeah. I'm doing the live. Also, I'm making the the updates, and I'm going to share to you the different methodology or different style of workbooks. Yeah, that's good. You're spot on, William. You're spot on. All right, so this is how the things are going well. So this is trend reversal zones. This is graphic representations, the market flew. There's trend reversal zones, what's the definitions, technicals, and then the Jurassic hands. So we're going to finish this book together, and then by the end of the 2 or 3 months, we have a complete. You know what I've been teaching here in YouTube as well. You can have a copy, right? Free copy, no worries. Free copy for you, and hopefully can help you to make more profit. Not only make profit, but go on sustainability profit, consistent profit, and the growth profit, right? And the growth profit. Okay, got this? Understand this? Right. So I'm going to continue a little bit more for this. For the sessions, I'm going to answer for the TSE1 and TSE2, right? This will, you can, understand when I put everything into one perspective. It's like a puzzle that have cluttered now. It's cluttered now, so I'm going to put all the clutter into one piece in a few days, right? Just hold on to me, right? Just hold on to me, and then I'm going to help you on this, all right? It should be okay. It's not big problems, but maybe you need to understand a few things that we might work together accordingly. Okay, I'm going to define the trend first. What's the trend? I just copy the trend first, then we can understand more on it, right? So basically, this TR0, we're going to implement this one as well. We're going to implement this one as well later, but this is the first step first. Okay, we're going to implement this one later. Okay, so by right, you need to start one by one to understand how this thing work together, right? Don't put yourself or pressure yourself, or I need to understand has sell position by position. That's really important. One time you need to step back a little bit, and then you can look overview, right? You can look on the overview how the things work for you, so right? So how the things work for you, that's really important. Okay, got this? So in this case, for USDJPY, right? For the USDJPY, what you understand from this, what you need to understand that if you can spot on this Jurassic low, so what the indications or what the signal has to shown on the market itself, then you can say it's going to coming down. What's the indications, right? Now you understand that. Now you understand that. I'm going to put this into different. Okay, you need to understand this one. Signal that shown the trend might ended, but doesn't mean it's end there. Shown market price cycle upward to downtrend, market downtrend. So why do you think? Why do you think on this? So in order the market to coming down, what it has to shown or what it has to happen? What do you think? From the basic understanding. Hello? Anybody there? Knock, knock. Who's there? Yes, yes, it has to change direction. But what the indication? What it has to be? What the indication? Yes, you got it right. So change direction to what it has to be. Yes, it should have sign. What kind of sign? We have just learned what kind of sign. Good, good. You are in the right directions. Yes, it's signal for hash 1. Now we're focusing on the hash 4. It's merely on the single time frames. Not a candlestick trend opposite. No. So we are focusing on the first very step of the TRX itself. We don't go any further. We don't focus on the CTS and so on. So in this case, you need to understand that the price need to has a TRZ high, then and it can move accordingly, right? Need to has to happen what? TRZ high, because you need it's a market cycle, right? It is a market cycle. Need to be TRZ high, so you can expect the price might go up and further, or the Bollinger Band will squeeze down a little bit down, and then you can see it's happened at TRZ high. Then you can consider you're going to sell. All right, you're going to consider sell. Yes, William got it. All right. So this is need to happen. This is your anticipations, right? This is your anticipations. Okay. We're going to print this on the my chart so we can have reference another days, right? Now you oopsie. Now you have some directions on this, right? So that's really important. Okay. We now focusing on the hash 4. This is like a basic class. So you need to understand. We go one by one. It's not, you know, don't focus on the, you know, higher level or intermediate level. We focus on the basic, on the TSI diagram. You must remember this. We have a different style of trading strategies. So the first one, you can stick to trading. I'm not shut it down first, but later we're going to fulfill this. And now we're speaking on the now we're focusing on the diagram, right? We're focusing on this first, it's consistent trading, and the second one is the exact diagram, right? So this is what are doing it, right? It's the exact diagram. So this is the exact diagram trading, and this one is candlestick trend trade. This is the diagram trading. So we're not go deeper yet for this candlestick trend trading, but now we focus on trend trading. Okay, but this, yes. Good. All right. Good. I think you got this, right? You got this. Okay, I got the rough idea. So for you guys, I wonder, so why I don't do any trade this morning? So no worries, you can do any trade, but you need to understand the first thing you need to put in mind to your perspective that's really important. You need to sometimes you need to step back a little bit. You know, give your time, step back, and then look. You know, look at different ways. So learn back from the basics. That's really important to give you a fundamental of strong understanding. Then rather than you just keep doing it every day, the same thing again and again, and you hope for a different result, right? Like Ashton said, it's a difference. Ashton said, you know, it's the madness, right? If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you expect different result, right? So this is how you need. This is how that I feel that we also need to start. You know, step back a little bit, for a while, and then we're focusing on the start from the basic back. All right. So hopefully you have a wonderful time with me this morning. I already need to end here. No worries. Don't be you know, a rookie for the trading so much, because as a rookie you try to, you know, do the trading every time you open the chart. So something you need to learn and step back a little bit, and then, you know, make try to put everything into one perspective and know what you are doing. All right, so thank you so much for this morning. All right, so I'm still focusing on the USDJPY for sell. Basically, I have no worries it's coming up, so this is my strategy. So hopefully you can have a little bit of the knowledge and application as well. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow for the next sessions. All right, all the best. So see you, Fabim, and see you guys, and thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate, because your time is already is important, then you want to spend your time with me. I'm really glad, and I'm really feel appreciates from my bottom of my heart. All right, so thanks so much, and see you tomorrow.